This is an instructional video on how to make a compost bin, and it's only going to cost you about 20 bucks, which is pretty amazing because if you go to the store and buy a ready-made compost bin, they can be up to $50, $100 or more. Mine is made with a simple hinged lid garbage can. For years I was paying about $10 a month to my waste management company for a yard waste bin. In there I'd throw all of my vegetable and fruit and paper yard waste, and they'd haul it away every month. And what do they do with that? Well, they turn it into compost. And if you go to your local Lowe's or Home Depot, I would see these bags of compost that I could buy made from my food waste. And it occurred to me, why am I giving them something that I could turn into something usable in my own garden? So all I did was I went to my local Walmart. I found this nice garbage can for about $19.99, I think it was. It's hinged, got a nice hinged locking top, and it's also got wheels on the bottom, which makes it easy to move, though you won't really need to move it around once you've got it in place. Then you're going to get a decent sized bit for your drill, if you don't already have one. I'm not sure the exact measurement here, but you can tell by it's about the size of a BB maybe, the holes. And you're going to drill holes in the top, on the sides, and in the bottom of the garbage can every couple of inches. You want to do this so airflow and also liquids can seep out of the garbage can. Then what you're going to want to do is it's going to sit in a place in your yard that up on top of some bricks so that it again gets air and it also can leak out additional liquid. I got these bricks for free. You can often find, if you go on Craigslist or a place like FreeCycle, people that will have building products like bricks and pavers that they're just giving away for free, and you can go and just get as many as you need. I had got these for free several years ago when I picked them up from somebody to use as garden edging. Then I ended up using a different type of edging, so I just had this pile of bricks I wasn't using. So you just set these bricks down and sit your bins on top of them. I realized at the end of November last year, about 5 months after I built the first bin, that for 20 bucks I might as well make a second bin, because this makes it much easier, and I can also recycle a lot more of my food waste and always have compost ready to use. You also want to get a pitchfork like this. I again found this at Walmart. It was only about $20. This is great for once you add your food scraps, which you can see in this photo. You then want to shovel. If you only have one bin, then you just dig around and you'd shovel some of the usable compost below that on top of this. That helps it break down quicker if you kind of smother it with that, and then your food products will break down a lot quicker. As you can see in here, what's in here is anything. You do not want to throw in anything that meat, bones, dairy products, cheese, anything like that. That kind of stuff is going to attract maggots, and you really don't want to put that into your garden. What's going in is anything that, look at it this way, it's anything that used to be a plant or vegetable. So what you see in here in my food scraps, I eat a lot of oranges and grapefruit, so I'm always tossing my grapefruit and orange rinds in there. There's also my coffee grounds I toss in there. You can also toss in non-shiny paper, things like egg cartons, newspaper, paper towels that weren't used with any sort of cleaners, that sort of thing. You can also toss in, you can see that big black clump in there. That's a bunch of combed out hair from my dog. That can actually go into your compost bin as well. Then what you see in this next photo is this is what it turns into. It actually, basically, compost is pretty much just organic matter that's broken down to its original source, which is dirt. And so it's amazing how quickly it turns into this. You'll also see after a short period of time, and that's another reason you want decent sized holes, is that worms will take up residence in your compost bin. Don't think this is gross. This is great. It shows that the compost bin is healthy, and it also means that they are going to be in there like little powerhouses helping break down all the organic matter and turning it into usable compost for you. as I mentioned before, it's much better to have 2 bins if you have the money and the space to put them. Because what I tend to do is I will put my food scraps into the 1 bin, then I use my pitchfork and I take compost from the other bin and shovel it on top of those food scraps. That way I'm not just helping smother the new food waste that I'm putting in there and helping it break down, but I'm also revealing usable compost in the other bin. So I really just go back and forth, and there's never really been a time so far this spring that I haven't been able to get to usable compost to put in my garden and also in my flowers. As you can see here, this is the first year that I've actually had usable compost, because I just started this kind of mid summer last year. But these petunias that I planted just about a month ago, that top one you see in that top tier, that's only one little petunia plant, and look how many flowers are on there. And then this next picture, this is calibrachoa, and they're just growing like mad. Everything is so green and lush and growing so well and healthy because it's got so much organic matter mixed in there with the soil. This is my gutter planters, and again, just green and lush, and everything is growing so much faster than before when I didn't use compost. And this is my raised garden bed, and again, just everything it's amazing the growth that I'm seeing. And now I'm kicking myself for not having a compost bin sooner. It's also rather fun to see your food scraps just turn into something that you can use, and you feel like you're doing something better for the environment. And you're also obviously saving money over going to a store and buying compost because you're making it yourself. So try making yourself a compost bin if you're a gardener, and you'll have fun with it, and you'll also end up with much healthier, happier plants.